So, we're going to go through some examples on doing order of operations problems from lesson 1-8. We're going to go to number 3. Number 3 is 10 plus 6 squared times 2 divided by 9. 10 plus 6 squared times 2 divided by 9. Now, make wise choices, Raiden. Take that out of your mouth. Thank you. What should we do first? Are there any parentheses? So, one of the things that I said I would recommend doing is writing this on the side of your paper. Guys, not right now.
He's trying to steal my friends.
Listen, I am trying to teach you something right now, okay? This is not the time to be disruptive. So, look at your work and follow along and listen to what I'm saying, okay? So, I would recommend writing the steps on the side, just so that you remember the order and remember the steps. And that way, as you're working through the problem, you can go step by step. P stands for parentheses. And there are no parentheses in this problem, so we can go to the next step. Step 2 is exponents. And there's 1 with exponent, so we should find the answer to that one first. Olivia?
36.
36, good. Write the answer underneath. And that way you know where that 36 came from. You can look above and see, oh yeah, 6 squared. So write the 36 underneath, and then bring down what's left. 10 plus 36 times 2 divided by 9. Okay? So, that exponents are done. Now we should go to multiplication and division, and we should do this in order from left to right. So, should we do 2 divided by 9 first, or should we do 36 times 2 first? Since you work in order from left to right, which one comes first? Not 10 plus, because that's in step 4. We can't do any adding or subtracting until we're done with step 3. Okay? So, we should do the 36 times 2 first. What's that, Johnny? 72. And again, I like to put this little v. And what it does is it tells me I'm done with these numbers. Okay? What you wouldn't want to do is write 72 and then do times 2 again. Not thinking that we've already used the 2 to make 72. So, this little v shows the answer to this problem. And then bring down what's left. I haven't done any of this yet. Now what should we do? Brayden?
72 divided by 9. Can
Yep.
I tell you the answer?
Is?
8.
8, good. And then bring down the 10. Is there any more multiplication or division? Nope, so we're done with that step. Now we can go on and do addition and subtraction. And there's just one addition, so the answer is 18. Right? Hillary? What you should do is look back at your work. You should be able to look back at your steps. And perhaps you added these two too early. Okay. So you skipped just adding and subtracting before doing all the multiplication and division. Okay? So that's why we're doing a practice assignment. So that you can fix your mistakes. And then off to the side on this one, if you did this one wrong, then write down the steps correctly so you practice it. Okay? Don't do any drawing or doodling. That's not going to help you learn. That's not going to help you practice. Okay? That's like going to football practice and the coach is teaching you how to tackle, And instead of then trying to tackle properly, you roll around in the grass and take a nap. That's not going to help you learn, right? That's not going to help you learn. You have to then do what the coach is telling you to do and practice it. That's what this is for. That's what you should be doing right now, is practicing these. Okay? Let's go to the next one, number 4. Number 4 is 10 plus 6 squared minus 11 in parentheses plus 5. Oh, divided by 5. All right. And then we should write PEMDAS, or just have that at the top of your paper. Okay? Where should we start, Matt? Yep. Inside the parentheses. And what should we do inside the parentheses? Should we add or subtract? Should we subtract first, or should we do exponents first? How do you know what to do first inside the parentheses? Tyler.
Exponent, because 6 minus 11 is a negative.
Okay, that's part of it. 6 minus 11 is a negative, but when you get later on, even later on this year, we're going to learn that you can get negatives when you add or subtract. How do you know what to do first between these two? How do you know what you should always do first? Armand?
Because the exponents is before the subtraction.
Correct. When you're working inside parentheses, you should follow the order of operations. So if there's exponents, you should do those first. If there's multiplication or division, you should do that before adding and subtracting, just like the order of operations tells you. Okay? So always follow the order of operations. So Allison?
That's not, because the number 4, that's not what they did, that's how the book did, and so I did it differently because they did, when it was in parentheses in number 2, if they did 15 minus 3 first, and then they just added the power, and so for number 4, I did 11 minus 6.
Right. In that one, if you look carefully, that one is written like this. In the parentheses, 15 minus 3, and then the power is outside the parentheses, which means that we have to find the answer to this first and then do the power. So that one is telling us we have to subtract and then go outside the parentheses and square it. Okay? In this case, the exponent is inside the parentheses. So that means we should do that first and then subtract. Do you see the difference there, Allison? One is the exponent is outside the parentheses. This one has the exponent inside the parentheses. You see the difference there? So that's why we are going to do this differently. Okay? So let's go back to our answer. 6 squared equals what, class?
36.
36. So check your answer for that. Then we have to finish simplifying inside the parentheses before going outside the parentheses. So what should we do next? Tate? Finish inside the parentheses. We're still working inside the parentheses. Do we have one number yet? Do we have an answer? Nope, so we have to finish this. And do 36 minus 11. What's 36 minus 11?
25.
25. Now, we found the answer inside parentheses. So So we can bring down what's left. And I want you to notice something. If I can get my pen to work here. Do we know what to do without having the parentheses there? Yeah. So the purpose of the parentheses in this case was just to get us to find the answer inside. Once you have that answer, you really don't need the parentheses anymore. Okay? So it's fine to write the parentheses there, but you really don't need them because we could find the answer without them. Okay? Don't erase them. It's okay to have them there, but they're really not necessary anymore because we found the answer inside. And we know what to do outside the parentheses. So what should we do next? Josh? Correct. We have to do multiplication and division next. 25 divided by 5 is 5. And then do the addition. 10 plus 5 is 15. Questions on that? So again, if you didn't do this one correctly, then I should see you copying this into your assignment right now. And writing it next to it and practicing the right way. Because when we're practicing, you have to do it correctly. So don't just mark it wrong, but then go ahead and copy it and fix it. Copy it and fix it. I know, but we didn't do this one. Yeah, I'm telling you right now. Okay? Redo it the right way. Okay? Okay, number 5. The last one that you did for today. 10 plus 6 squared in parentheses. And then minus 4 times 10. So this is number 5 from your assignment. What should we do first here? Are there parentheses? Hillary, are there parentheses? Yep. So work inside the parentheses. What is inside the parentheses again?
Exponent.
The exponent. So we have to do that first. Don't add first, because exponents come before addition. So we did 6 squared already, actually a couple of times. So what is 6 squared, class?
36.
36. But also inside the parentheses is 10 plus 36. So we have to find the answer to that. What is 10 plus 36? 46. Now, we can bring down the rest of this. Minus 4 times 10. Now, should we do 46 minus 4? Abby, what should we do next?
Do 46 times 10.
Do 40, you mean 4 times 10?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 4 times 10, because that's part of step 3. We have to finish step 3 before we do step 4. So this is what your paper should look like. Do 4 times 10 is 40, and then do 46 minus 40. And that equals 6. So number 5, this is what number 5 should look like. And if yours looks different, then copy this one. Okay? Okay. Let's go to the worksheet that is your homework for tomorrow. All right?